Sports, bringing you the NBA. Alongside Greg Anthony and Stan Van Gundy, I'm Kevin Harlan. Allie LaForce will be our reporter tonight on the sideline. Looking for a different outcome this time around. The Memphis Grizzlies took the loss in their last matchup in this season series against the San Antonio Spurs. They'll be trying to turn things around and climb out of a hole down 2-zip. This season series.
Rough game defensively. I mean, they lost a lot of the individual matchups, and the help was slow to rotate.
And being slow on your rotations is a killer. There's not a team in the league that won't punish you for that.
Pass to Irving. Davis sets a screen. Clock at 4. A three-pointer is right on target. Greg, no secret that these teams don't like each other. Could things get a little chippy tonight?
It would not surprise me at all, Kevin. These teams, not only fierce rivals, but there's a little bit of animosity for one another. Throw in the fact that both these teams play in the same conference. Yeah, I'd say the spirits might be high tonight.
And the Spurs with possession after Memphis gets the three. And we're about a minute and a half into the first quarter. Davis sets a screen. Here's Wells. Iguodala grabs the rebound. Here's San Antonio now. Harper wide open. Drains the three-pointer.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from three. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
And so they foul intentionally.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Just about 2 minutes into the game, first quarter basketball. Irving with a clean look. And again, Memphis no good. And a rangy 6'7" wing GA with a smooth shooting touch. Brandon Miller fits a mold that a lot of teams are looking for.
And there's a reason he's the second overall pick in 23. He's got the potential to be an impact wing at both ends of the floor.
Now, here is Irving. As you can see from his numbers, he's been a key component in their offense. He's averaging almost 18 points a game. Miller outside. Outside for Wembanyama. Just 5 on the clock. The Spurs need to get a shot off here. We're about 3 minutes into this first quarter. And on the way from Irving for 3. Pass to Davis. There's the 3. San Antonio with the rebound.
Well, that's a shot the defense felt like they could live with, and it worked out for them that time.
Here's Wembanyama.
Oh, great decision there. Get it to Wembanyama and let Victor finish as the roller.
First quarter play and just over 3.5 minutes in. Back to Irving. The Grizzlies with another miss.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
And the shot goes down.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
And so the timeout here called by Thomas Isolo. He made the decision to huddle up with his guys and talk about strategy. The Grizzlies trailed by 6. And now let's send it over to our courtside reporter, Allie LaForce.
I was able to talk with Memphis' head coach for a minute. Wemby came up and coach emphasized the importance of taking a charge and digging in when his players can. He said Wemby is counting on you to be movable. If your feet are set, you may alter his course. Don't change yours. If they can stand up to this tall task, They might just curb Wemby's advantage out there. Back to you guys.
We appreciate it, Allie. Thank you. Here's Davis over to the left wing. It's stolen by Eason. Pass to Irving. On the wing. That's in there. Davis with the assist.
Some of the fastest hands in the league right now. Kyrie knowing he has to get rid of it.
And so the ball out of bounds. Davis touched it last.
Great energy on the deflection and a good job disrupting their offense.
Yeah, there's nothing easy on offense. Coaches love seeing that kind of hustle on the defensive end.
Miller. And Miller throws it down hard.
Oh, easy money for Miller. He just generates offense.
Top of the key. And it's Memphis with another.
I tell you what, it's almost like stealing to watch how he plays the game from this seat.
In the corner, Smith with it. Back to Arenas. Played in with a nice touch off the glass.
Able to get a layup out of that one. That's just soft defense there.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
Memphis shooting their first free throws of this one.
And the season numbers for them at the line thus far are really poor. Something I'm sure they are making a point of emphasis.
Now, here's Harper. As you can see from his numbers, he's been a key component in their offense. He's averaging almost 18 points a game. And here's Brown. He'll bring it up for Memphis. They trail by 6. And that'll be Memphis as it goes out of bounds. Grizzlies retaining possession. There's 10 seconds left here in the opening quarter. And he drives in. Makes it off the glass. San Antonio again turning it over.
I don't know what the heck happened there. That's just a careless turnover.
Caldwell Pope for 3. And that does it for the first quarter. Spurs lead by 4. Let's
San Antonio 15.
And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. Guys, what's your take on the Spurs so far?
Way to set the table. Offensively, they dominated on the interior.
Well, if they're going to be that ferocious inside, this defense is in for a long night.
And that pick takes the D totally out of the equation.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him a clean look from that.
Here's Harper. And a little luck that time, but it drops. Harper's got the lead up to 9 now for the Spurs. And a look at how the hustle game has been going for San Antonio.
Well, so far they've done a great job of reading the offense and repeatedly putting themselves in the right place to interrupt the play and force turnovers.
And one other thing that stands out, all the block shots. I mean, staying up in their jerseys tonight.
Just over 1 minute has passed here in the second quarter. Taken away. Here's Wells. Caldwell Pope left side. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
Well, you love assisted hoops. That's good offense.
Coach, I know you're familiar with Caldwell Pope's game from coaching him early in his career.
Yeah, look, Kevin, and he's just continued to get better and better. And like most veteran guys, he's just gotten smarter with the experience that he has. This is a guy who plays with great energy. He's in great shape, and he is tough as heck and is not going to make many mistakes.
San Antonio leading by 9. Levine wide open. It's good from long range.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Brown outside. And the officials will call the illegal screen right there.
And guys, point of emphasis for the league is to really crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, and yet we still see it a lot. It's a tough thing to police.
And here comes Brown, leading the fast break. And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played so far. And the rejection by Smith. To the paint. And it's Smith finishing it off.
Oh, 2 loud points from Smith there. Get up, Jabari.
To end the run. And Aldama slams it in.
And that's a little lack of fight at the defensive end.
Absolutely. At least on that slam, you're right. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
Yeah, but also credit the offense there. That's making a play when you really need it, and they need more of those.
6 on the shot clock. Back to Harper. From past the arc. Fernando pulls it in.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Right now, let's take a second to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Hey, his first talent evaluators first laid eyes on Victor Wembanyama when he was 15 years old, playing on a youth team in France. At that point, the franchise was enjoying its 22nd straight winning season, but the opportunity to just maybe draft a prospect like Wemby gave them the impetus to rebuild. Kevin?
Okay, Allie, we thank you for the report. Nailed from three-point land. Harper's got a pair of triples in the second now for the Spurs. Inside. Back to Brown. To the middle. Whoops, they pick off the pass. Stolen by Exum. Fast break Memphis. Launches the three. And again, it's the Grizzlies from deep.
Easier to go strong to the hoop, but I tell you what, when you feel it, take it from deep. And that's a special play coming from the one spot.
You know, his passing can take a backseat for that dunk. Wow.
Wow, that is an impressive vertical for a point guard. My goodness.
You see a lot of pick and rolls, but you also, Greg, hear about inverted screens. Can you explain to the viewers what that means?
Yeah, that's where your guard actually is the one setting the pick for the bigger player, and having little guys who are willing to put their body on the line. You think of a Steph Curry, a John Stockton, 2 of the best to ever do it.
Down to 5 on the shot clock. Steps back. Miller, that's for 2. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time.
San Antonio substitution.
Brown down low. Softly drops in the floater. Brown's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Yeah, they've gotten into a nice flow this quarter.
Pass to Miller. Outside for Wembanyama. Just 4 to shoot. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. The Grizzlies trailed by 10. Brown outside. It's stolen by Wembanyama. Arenas misses. This gives them the opportunity to get within 10. Outside for Caldwell Pope. Back to Aldama. Tries the spin move. Fades back. That one doesn't go.
I don't know what happened there. About as easy an attempt as you could possibly ask for.
Dylan Harper getting it done for the San Antonio Spurs. He put together quite a quarter, 13 points in all, and he looks to be planning for more. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. Oh, and the jam by Arenas.
That is ferocious.
You said it. That was ferocious. Brown wide open. He fired. And with that one, the lead is trimmed to single digits.
And no matter who it is, that kind of D isn't going to get it done.
Miller with a wide open look. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. Miller's got 9.
And nice mechanics from Miller there. Ready to fire as that pass was coming.
Down low. Brown drives in. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. This is his first free throw of the game.
Not the best statistic for him in terms of his performance at the line. Very low number.
Spurs leading by 10. And with a little over a minute gone, the second half is underway. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. And San Antonio calls the first timeout of the game. Left to the wing. Here's Wells driving inside.
And cutting into the lead with the big one-hand throwdown.
That's how you get your team back into it. To the inside. In the corner, it's Eason. Too long in the paint. He's hit with a 3-second violation. The Spurs have shot just one free throw early, 1-for-1 in the game.
And the season numbers for them at the line thus far are really poor. Something I'm sure they are making a point of emphasis.
Just a little over 90 seconds gone in the third quarter. Here's Wells. Outside for Davis. Clock at 6. Here's Irving. Driving to the basket. Bucket. Davis for 3.
They've got the offense clicking. 3 for 4 to start the half and looking confident.
You know, Greg, when Kyrie elevates off the dribble, it's a work of art.
He makes it look so easy, but that fluidity is the result of countless hours in the gym and perhaps an innate gift for the extraordinary.
My, oh my. I mean, that nearly brought the backboard down with that slam.
Well, don't you think, Ray, that's always a possibility when he's the one to finish?
No doubt.
Well, that's what poor defense will get you. They deserve to get dunked on there.
And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope, his only concern right now is getting the points on the board. And I don't mean style points. The Grizzlies have split their free throws right down the middle so far. They're 2 for 2. Here's Arenas. 3 minutes gone now in the third quarter. Outside for Wembanyama. And again, it's San Antonio with a 3.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
And that one's good, Irving.
Wow, something's brewing, guys. The three-pointers just continue to flow.
On the wing, Miller. In the corner, it's Eason. San Antonio calls timeout. In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. 3 on the clock. Wembanyama, no good.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
Back to Levine. Wembanyama, a screen. Harper's shot's good. Harper's got 18 points. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Spurs.
Well, all you can ask for is your guys to be really active on D, and they've been more than that tonight.
And they've also not only created turnovers tonight, but converted on them. All game long, that strategy has been paying off.
Throws it down as the official calls the foul. It may be a three-point play. That one on Davis.
And there is no better way to add to the lead.
Isn't that true, GA, especially when the slam is coming from the point guard?
It shows you're able to attack the rim from any position.
And the basket is good. Harper's got 6 here in this quarter.
His strong shooting has really helped them secure this lead.
It's time to send it over now to our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks a lot, guys. Anthony Davis prefers playing power forward. He said, quote, "If I have to play the 5, then it's totally fine. At the end of the day, I trust coach's decision." I'm pretty sure he heard AD wants to play the 4, but I want to win. So if that's me playing the 5, that's what it's going to be. Guys?
He can do both. All right, Allie, thanks a lot. And so the timeout here called by Thomas Isolo. He's going to have a discussion on the sideline. The Grizzlies trailed by 15. Irving surveying the floor. Off the run. And the rejection by Smith.
How about the reach and reaction by Smith Jr. to get his hand up and just disrupt that play?
Time called here. The Spurs decide to talk it over. Ncaa. 43 seconds left in the third quarter. 5 on the clock. Irving. It's hauled in by Watson.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
This season, he has been absolutely locked in at the free throw line. How about 90%?
Well, you love to have a shooter like Levine on your roster. The defense has to cover a lot more ground when he's on the floor.
Davis with the double team. Out to Smith. Pass to Watson. In the corner, Smith with it. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. Smith on the wing. Jacks up a 3. It's rebounded by Memphis. They'll face the Lakers after this one. That'll be at home. And that's game 2 of this string of 4 games played at home.
Terrific ball movement leading to the basket. You love to see it.
And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. It's the Spurs up by...
The Spurs, 56.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. Now, Exum. Brown outside. That shot is off, coming up empty for the second time this game. 4 for 6. For 3, Levine. That falls. Nice feed that time from Harper. And the Spurs lead by 15.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Here's Aldama. Off with the layup.
Those are chances. Almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D, just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Can't forget about Levine from deep.
Here's Brown, plenty of space. The shot will not fall.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
Outside Harper. Fires the three. And again, it's San Antonio with a three.
All these threes they're giving up have really been the driving force on this run.
Fernando, that's good. Fernando's got his first bucket of the night.
And no matter what they've tried, the D just has not been able to deny them the ball inside.
Out to Smith. No good on the three. And so Brown will bring it up for Memphis. 19-point game. Hits the three-point bomb.
You know, if you're only looking at the way he's played offensively, you'd think his team would have the lead.
Timeout Spurs. And we're around 2 minutes into the fourth quarter here.
Into the lineup for the Spurs, Victor Wembanyama.
In the corner, Smith with it. Pass to Harper. Stolen by Exum. And here comes Brown, leading the fast break. From outside, off the mark.
Hey, he hasn't been at his best this quarter. I'd like to see him be a little more patient right now.
The Grizzlies trail by 16. It's Caldwell Pope with the drive. It's taken away by Smith. Harper with the ball. Picked up by Brown. And it's blocked by Brown. And out of bounds as the Grizzlies gain possession. Timeout Spurs. And over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. And stolen by Miller. He takes it in. And Miller throws it down hard.
And what an incredible talent Miller is. What a ferocious finish there.
Brown. That does not go.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
Miller. The three doesn't go. And so Brown will bring it up for the Memphis Grizzlies. They trail by 18. And the rejection by Smith. Wembanyama. And it's blocked. Outside Brown. And does not get the jam. Wow. Here's Smith. And Smith with the stuff.
Well, that's a great pass. He has the timing and rhythm of a metronome.
And here's Brown outside. Rebounded by the Spurs.
And since halftime, he has just been ice cold. Just can't seem to get anything to go his way. Man, just adding insult to injury. He just waltzes inside and extends this lead.
Well, it's not going to get any easier if they can't improve their defensive intensity. They got to show some fight.
Now, here is Smith outside Arenas. 5 to shoot. Pass to Miller. Puts it up from 17. And that one goes long.
Well, the analytics don't like it. But if the defense is giving it up, I like that shot selection despite the miss.
And just the way pilots use VR to train, now NBA officials can do the same.
Yeah, it's all about reps, right? Getting them with a headset in a lower stress setting helps prepare them to make the right call when the lights are brightest.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the Spurs.
This was a team performing to its fullest capability.
A hugely satisfying win. A game that not many will soon forget. And on the other side,
one that I think most will try to forget.
And with this win, they'll end up notching another victory for this year's campaign, win number 33.
And once they polish off this win, they'll be one more victory away from sweeping the season series.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Dylan Harper.
Well, he was the reliable option for them on just about every possession. So dependable, always making the right decision.
He hits the back iron and sinks the shot.
I love that they're continuing to attack despite being up big.
Yeah, they're being absolutely relentless, building this lead in every way possible.
And so it's San Antonio easily taking this one. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
You know what? Shocking. I don't care what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to come in and just cruise to the kind of win they did tonight.
And that'll wrap it up, folks.